Hey everybody, welcome back. Today's video is a little bit different, a little bit of a tie-in to some recent videos. So recently I did a what's in my bag updated 2018 kind of video. And I told you I was going to be getting a probably new bag and new wallet after that because that one was just getting kind of beat up and it was done. So I did end up getting a new bag. I will link both those videos down below. I made a video about the new bag that I got on Amazon. It was really inexpensive, really good quality. I'm still using it and loving it. And so far no issues with it. But I also recently purchased a new wallet and I did spend a little bit more money on the wallet. And so first part of this video, I do want to just tell you kind of about the new wallet and kind of compare it to another wallet that I have from the same brand. And then I also want to kind of talk to you guys about the importance of investing in quality pieces. So here is the wallet that I did end up buying. It is from Hobo, which is another wallet, another brand of wallet that I have. I have another wallet from the same brand. Can I talk, please? So this one, I bought this at Nordstrom, which I would recommend because I tried to buy it on the Hobo website so that I could get 10% off. And here's the thing, they offer free shipping, but then whenever I put in the 10% off code, which was not supposed to affect shipping at all, it went from free shipping to $10.99 shipping, and I'm like, I'm literally like saving like $8 to have to spend $11, and I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. So I paid full price at Nordstrom, but I got free shipping and hassle-free returns and all that stuff. So I feel like Hobo does things a little bit shady on their own personal website, so don't order from them if you don't have to, because pretty much most of the things that they have, Nordstrom also has. So let's get right on into this. This is a leather wallet. It is in the style Amaze. The price is $78, which is a little bit pricey, but honestly, whenever you compare it to other brands, it's really inexpensive. And it does say that it is vintage hide, perfectly imperfect, with the authentic beauty of wear and tear earned over time, and the charming imperfections that tell a unique story. Our vintage hide is enhanced by the journey and gets even better with age. I will fully agree with that. So that's the little tag and card that came on it. This is what the wallet looks like. So stinking cute. It has a little zipper pocket up here at the top. I love the lining of their wallets. They really do go above and beyond. And then there's also, oh, is there a little thingy in there? You guys, we went through this with the handbag. I hate these little things. But you have a little zipper pocket on top, and then you also have a zipper pocket on the back with the same lining. Really nice little pull on here. I wish that the camera would focus. Really nice little pull on here. You have the Hobo logo right here. Just zip that back up for right now. Zip that up. This is the front. You have the nice little Hobo logo snap on here. And then on the front here, you do have 6 credit card slots. 1 slot that you could put bills or receipts in, and then 1 slot for your ID. So first off, let me tell you, if you did not already watch the other videos, this is the wallet that I have been using for the past, like, I don't know, year or so maybe. I picked it up at TJ Maxx. I think it was like 15 bucks or something. And I loved the look of it. But then whenever you put all of your stuff in it, it's like so thick. I hate that. And the wallet that I was using before that was just like a little card wallet. So it was kind of like just one side of this had the card things, and it had like a little zipper pocket, and that was it. It was very slim. And that was like 15 bucks from Target. So thinking of how much I hated that pink wallet and how thick it was, I was like, okay, I need to invest in something that is nice and slim, but still has basically the same capacity, which is why I went with this one. And I love this little like long zipper pull on here too. The leather is not patent leather, but it's kind of like that shiny kind of slick leather, and it does have like little crackles and stuff on it, which I love the look of. It feels really nice, has like a slight texture to it, but it's so thin. And I will go ahead and fill this up at the end of the video and kind of show you what it looks like filled up. But for right now, I just want to go over the features and stuff. So for $78, you get this. It is very well constructed. It has the 2 zipper pockets. It does have, I like how this snaps. So all of your cards, even though they're kind of somewhat exposed right here, this will hold them in place so you don't ever lose anything, which I really appreciate. And I do appreciate how they put an extra little tab here to put your little snap on so that it's not snapping directly into your card slots. So it's not taking away any capacity from those. So I fully enjoy that. Oh, what is this? There's another little thing. This is all about Hobo the brand. And then it says, this quality Hobo product has been crafted from the finest materials. Slight variations and marks distinguish this as a quality leather accessory. Care should be taken as color transfer may occur, blah, 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 which is why I went with black. I like to have most of my accessories in black just because it's so timeless and classic. So here's this one, 78 bucks, and I feel like for the price versus quality, I would pay even more for this wallet. Now, you may be thinking I'm a little bit crazy, but let me tell you why I think that. I'm trying to get the little things off of this. I had another Hobo wallet before this, and I bought this thing probably, let's see, I was working at White House Black Market, which was a million years ago. I think that was probably 10 years ago. Yeah, that would make sense. 10 years ago. So here is my other Hobo wallet. I have owned this for 10 years. I used it every single day religiously for 5 years. And then whenever we got into trucking, I was like, I'm not going to take my nice wallet with me. It's just going to stay at home. So I haven't used this in 5 years. It has just been sitting in the closet waiting for me to come back to it. And look at this thing. After having used it for 5 years daily, there is a slight, very, very slight amount of wear right here. I will try to insert like up close shots of this so that you can really see it. So just on these 2 corners, very, very slight wear on the leather. And everywhere else that I'm looking, no issues. Like literally nothing. So here is the inside of this wallet, which I freaking love. You have your ID thing. You have 3 credit card slots right here. You have a nice big zipper opening right here with the paisley print on the inside. This was amazing. I liked to keep like larger bills in here so that I would never like lose them since they were like zippered in. And then you have this kind of staggered situation here. So this one you open up and it has a zipper pocket in here in addition to this nice big thing there. And then the top one, you open it up and I have like old floral cards and stuff from my husband. But you have more, you have a slip pocket here, and then you have on this side even more credit card slots. So you have a big slip pocket, and then it looks like 6 more credit card slots in here. So this wallet is a powerhouse. If you need to carry around a lot of stuff, this is the one. And even with this stuffed full, it was still not as thick as this is, which is insane. Now the only thing is, this wallet, if you are interested in it, it is ranging in price from around $128 to $200. Now, I would say that the base models like this one is $128. Whenever you get into like metallic leather, it's $138, $148. And then the ones that go up from there, like $168, $178, $200 or so, those are highly embellished. So if you just want something basic, you're looking at around $130. I did get this on sale, so for me it was around $110, which is, I think, still a great value. For me, I would definitely pay the full price for this and be happy with it. I would even pay up to like $150, $160, just knowing how good this wallet is and how well it has stood the test of time. This is a 10-year-old wallet, and it does not look like a 10-year-old wallet at all. there are almost no flaws on it except on the corners. So that is why it prompted me to invest in getting this one to use in the truck, because $80 for a wallet is not cheap, but knowing that it will stand the test of time is what pushed me over the edge. Because I really got to thinking, I need to put these away. I really got to thinking about the fact that over the past 5 years in trucking, I would go through about 2 to 3 wallets a year, because the ones I was buying were so inexpensive and cheap that they would just fall apart after using them 2 to 3 times a day, every day, getting them out, you know, getting cards out, getting money out, whatever. So if you think about it, I'm spending 10 to 20 bucks each wallet, because I would get them at, you know, Target, TJ Maxx, wherever. So on average, that's about $15 per wallet. And then if you take into account, let's say 2.5 per year for the last 5 years, well, then that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That's like, oh, that's a lot. I can't do the math right now, but it's more than 10. It's like 15 or so, right? 15 wallets, roughly. I can't even remember the first ones that I used because it's been like so many wallets ago. And then if you figure about 15 bucks per wallet, that's a decent amount of money that I've basically just thrown away because I wasn't investing in quality, because I was too afraid to like get it messed up. But the thing is, whenever you do invest in those quality pieces, as long as you're not just running them over, they're going to stand the test of time. And a lot of places, I don't think Hobo does it, but like if you were to invest in a true like designer piece, if you were to damage the product in some way or it got wear and tear, you can actually send it off to get repaired at the company. So I think that something like that is something that you should kind of weigh and take into account more whenever you're looking at pieces to buy, because at the end of the day, price per use is often more of an indicator of quality for your money or bang for your buck, as opposed to how cheap is it, you know, because the cheaper it is in general, the less long it will last. And this is something that I've been thinking about a lot lately with just, you know, investing in quality accessories and then spending less money on clothing, because clothing, you can either grow out of it by gaining weight or grow out of it by losing weight. You know, you may not always be the same size. You may not always love the same style, especially if you're buying trendy pieces. Those are things that you will probably not still be using or wearing 2 years down the road. So why invest your money in the clothing whenever you could save the money on the clothes and invest in statement classic pieces that you will use for decades? This is a perfect example. I've had this for a decade and I still love it and would still use it if it weren't so big for us being on the road. I don't really carry a whole lot in my wallet now, but back whenever I lived in the city and stuff, like this held like my whole life because you never know when you're gonna need anything, so you got to carry more stuff with you. So that is kind of the journey that I'm going on now. I did buy the inexpensive bag because I refuse to bring anything nice in the truck in terms of that, because that bag will go into the closet. If anything happens, if it gets grease on it or whatever, I won't feel terrible. But any of my nicer bags just do not go out there. But as I told you guys in my what's in my bag video, I'm saving up right now a little bit from each paycheck for the next year, and then I'm going to buy myself a really nice bag that I will be able to use once we're done trucking, which is not going to be that much longer, maybe a couple years. So I want to start investing in those grown-up type pieces that will take me through the rest of my life, and hopefully I can pass them down to my offspring. So just things like that, you know. I follow a woman, she's not a girl, a woman on Instagram, and she is always preaching the fact that you should spend less on your clothing and invest in these statement classic pieces in your accessories, because you will never outgrow accessories. A purse will always fit, you know, a wallet will always fit. And I know that even I have like battled with this in my head. Okay, but $80 is a lot to spend on a wallet, or $500 is a lot to spend on a bag, or $1,500 is a lot. But think of how much you are spending on the things that are kind of like disposable fashion, where you buy a wallet for 15 bucks and then it's obsolete because it either isn't as functional as you would like it to be, or it just gets tore up or anything like that, as opposed to something that's quality. So what I like to do is I have a Digit account. I will link the website down below. I think it's actually a website and an app, but I use mostly just the app. But you can link your bank account to it, and it will go through like your spending history and kind of figure out like, okay, an algorithm as to how you spend your money and when it's safe to save and stuff like that. So for me, I use that account basically to save up for anything special that I want to buy. So some days it will save like $5 for me, or some days it will save, you know, 10 cents. You know, it just depends on how much you have in your account. But you can also now set up goals. So I have a regular like rainy day account that just saves money for whatever comes up. And then I also have a separate little goal set up for the bag. And I set it to be a year long, and it will just save for you automatically until you reach that goal. And it will try to save in a way that will get you to that goal by the time that you reach the time period, you know what I mean? And then you can also do manual saves. So every Friday, whenever we get paid, I put $30 into that bag account, but then it's also during the week saving for me a little bit here and there. Because I know a lot of us, we spend money on going to Starbucks, or we spend money here and there on, you know, impulse buys that we don't really need. And then we'll sit there and say, oh, but it's a lot to spend on this. But really it's not. We're spending that money. It's just that you're not thinking about how you're spending that money. So something like Digit does help you kind of put away money for your goals without really feeling it. Like, I never feel like, oh man, I needed that $5 that Digit just took. You know, like it's never a big deal like that. But you can always transfer it right back into your bank account if it does take money that you didn't want it to take or whatever. Check it out down below. I've been using it for like 5 or 6 years or something like that, pretty much since it came out, and it has been a game changer. Over the course of that 5 years or so, I've saved roughly $4,700 over the course of those years. So I mean, it's roughly saving about $1,000 a year for me, and that's on the non-aggressive setting. You can always set it to save even more. So it's definitely a way of saving money that you didn't think that you could save, but then you end up being able to save, if that makes any sense. Also, if you just, you know, if you deal like a lot in cash or whatever, I pretty much never carry cash, but if you do carry cash, like just every time that you have an extra like $2 or $3, $5, whatever it is, take it and stash it somewhere, you know, and then don't look at how much you have. Just like keep stashing it away until you get to that point where you're like, okay, I'd really like to buy something, and then count how much you have, because I guarantee you, you will more than likely be surprised that you would have more than you thought you would have, if you don't like focus on how much you're actually saving. Because I think for so many of us, we think like, oh, saving is so hard. You know, I have to save for retirement. I have to save for, you know, rainy day situations. I have to save for repairs, you know, this and that and the other. And it's like, where's the money left to save? But it's like, you can always save a little bit more. You can always put aside 50 cents or $1 every single day, you know, or every few days, you know, catch up and save a couple or $3. And that's a good way to get to these goals of being able to get nice quality pieces without having to break the bank to do so. And I do realize that not everybody feels like you need designer items or you need high-end or expensive items, and that's true. You don't need them, but I think that everybody deserves them if you're working hard to achieve things like that. Reward yourself, you know, because you shouldn't count on everyone else to reward you, you know. Not everyone's going to buy you gifts and presents, you know. Sometimes you have to buy yourself things, and that is fine. Don't feel guilty about it. Even if you have kids or you have responsibilities, there's always that need to fulfill your own needs, you know, and to reward yourself for doing good with things. And if you're going to spend that money, you know, why buy like 2 or 3 inexpensive, you know, cheap accessories that will just not last? Buy one really good quality item. And that's just my philosophy on it. So I hope that you guys got some good information out of this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. I forgot where I was going with that, but I hope that you also got a little bit of something to think about whenever it comes to just rewarding yourself and giving yourself quality things, because we all deserve nice things. If you don't want the nice things, that's cool, but I think a lot of us do want the nice things. It's just that a lot of times they feel unattainable. But everything is attainable if you work hard, if you manage your money properly, and all of that stuff. So that's it, I think. I'm going to let you guys go, and I will catch you next time. Bye.